Hello everyone and welcome to the Sandbrook Adventures, where tonight we're here at the Festival of Fireworks, which is held every year at Catton Hall in Derbyshire. It's only about 30 minutes from where we live and I'm really excited to see this event again.
I have never seen this event before, so I cannot wait to see the fireworks. I love a fireworks show.
Well, you're going to be really impressed with this one, Charlotte, because in fact it's not just one show. We're getting 4 fireworks shows tonight. Each one's normally about 15 minutes in length, and the event's actually held by the huge firework company we've got here in the UK known as Jubilee Fireworks. That's actually the company that do various different displays around the country, including the iconic Alton Towers fireworks. As this event's held by Jubilee each year, and it's like a showcase of what they do, and then they also invite 3 other firework companies to come and showcase their best of displays as well. So you're getting 4 shows tonight.
I love a firework display. I'll be sat there and just looking up at the fireworks and be like, these are great.
It's always fantastic as well, this event, because you get a real good atmosphere with the different companies. It's not like a competition, it's a festival. It's a celebration of all these different companies and their displays. Along with that, as you can probably hear in the background, there's a few funfair rides here. You've also got a few food areas, so we'll have a little look at all of that. And then we've got our chairs as well. Yes. So we're going to get in position and yeah, wait for the displays tonight. Now, I didn't actually come to the event last year because we were over in Florida at the time when it was on. However, I did come the 2 years prior to that. And yeah, since then, they've actually moved the location. It's still here in the grounds of Catton Hall, but you don't walk past the hall to get into the event. It's moved on to some of the other fields a little bit further down here. Yeah, it's free parking, just on the grass around the corner. And then you've got the main fireworks viewing area, which is straight ahead in that direction. And there's a few hours to go until the start of the displays, but a lot of people arrive for the afternoon. Everybody's bringing the camp chairs in. You can bring your gazebos and set them up around the outside as well. So it's a real good atmosphere for something like this. And yeah, they've got some rides down here too. Now, last time I did this event, it had like a bit of a mini steam fair as well, like traction engines and that sort of thing. Doesn't look like they've brought that back for this year, but still the main event is the firework displays themselves. And yeah, Jubilee do an amazing job. I mean, of course, being huge fans of Alton Towers, we love the fireworks there. And what you see here from Jubilee is incredible. I just thought we'd quickly show you the fun fair they've got here this year. Got the waltz just over there, and a Miami wave. There's a mini pirate ship and a few other kids rides as well. And just on the other side of the field here, there's a few food outlets. So if you are coming to this event on a future year, just shows you what they've got here, because it only runs for 1 night a year. You know, it's a special event. I always look forward to it. It's nice that we're here for it this year. There's a look at all the different food outlets. They've got the British bus bar there, nice classic double-decker. Pizzas, hot dogs, bratwurst, all the usual. Ice cream here too, but I know a lot of people bring food as well. You can bring in whatever food you want to, and yeah, like everybody's brought like big setups. Like you see people when they're parking up, bringing in all like the big setups and everything, and that's what it's all about really. Nice ice creams, Mr. Whippy. So yeah, we're just going to have a bit of a chill out this afternoon. It's a shame they haven't got like all the steam fair and stuff like they did a few years ago. Yeah, I'm not too sure why that doesn't happen anymore. But still, the main event is the fireworks themselves. Yeah, here's a look at the main arena. And there we go. So you can see like all the marquees. So you can pay to have like a spot for your marquee basically. But if you're having one of those, you have to have your marquee set up round the outside just so it doesn't block people's view, which is completely understandable. Then you got this whole area. So yeah, I mean, there's a few hours to go until the start of the displays. As you can see, it's already quite busy. People get set up nice and early, and look at this, everyone's got the camp chairs and tents, and we're hoping that the weather's going to be all right, because it wasn't the best when we were driving down here, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was something like this, you want it to stay dry really, because I've got the Crocs on as well.
You haven't?
I have. I've got Crocs on, but I have got Toby Carvey Croc charms on there. Look,
you haven't? Yeah, there we go.
That's brilliant, that.
Yeah, you won then, didn't you?
Yeah, I won. I'm in the Toby Carvey contest. Brilliant.
That's good, isn't it? There we go. Now also, Jubilee Fireworks invite quite a lot of their clients to this, including Alton Towers. I mean, it's one of their biggest customers, isn't it? Obviously, Jubilee have done the fireworks at Alton Towers for many years, and we've just noticed over here, this is the Alton Towers tent. So obviously a lot of the management will be here tonight and viewing what Jubilee offer. I know, look at that. Jubilee certainly treat them well. I mean, you've got to think they are one of the main customers, aren't they? Look at that. There you go. Bit of Alton Towers signs just down there, all the seats. Yeah, a lot of the management will be here, and yeah, there you go. Put on a good good spread for them there, don't they, for all the management. That's the thing, I'd imagine Alton Towers are one of the biggest customers of Jubilee. So yeah, we're just going to find our spot really now. With this, based on previous years, you don't need to be near the front at all. In fact, you're probably better a bit further back, especially for filming and taking photos. But I would suggest probably being in the centre of the 2 speaker towers. That's what I normally do for a display. So you can see how you've got them 2 main towers there. So we'll probably head off to the right and yeah, get set up, ready for the shows later. Well, we've been sat here waiting for the display now for a good couple of hours, and we've got a great spot, but unfortunately the weather has took a turn for the worse, hasn't it?
It is absolutely chucking it down. We haven't got any umbrellas, we've only got our coats, it's so cold.
It didn't give out any rain tonight, so we thought we were going to be alright. Luckily though, we did bring these chairs instead of just like having a blanket or something, as we'd literally been sat on the floor in it, Charlotte.
Yeah, we would. I'm glad that I've got my coat on, but a brolly would have been great. I'm just hoping it stops before the display.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, we've not got long now until the first display of 4 that we're going to be seeing from the 4 different companies, and then of course ending with Jubilee that are hosting the event. But yeah, it's very busy, great atmosphere, but unfortunately the weather has took a turn for the worse. Luckily that isn't going to affect the fireworks like they used to do in these shows in the rain and stuff all the time. So it's more about the wind. We don't want to make sure, you know, like the wind is blowing all the smoke away, but luckily in between the shows they leave a bit of a gap as well, just so you know, you're not just looking at you know, all the smoke in the air. So fingers crossed we're going to be alright, Charlotte. Look at us, we're soaked. Well, luckily the rain seems to be stopping now, which is good. Yeah, we're at about 15 minutes where it was throwing it down. Yeah, let's look at the crowds just here now. Very busy, as you'd expect from such an awesome event like this. And yeah, you can bring like all your camp chairs, and people got like little candles and lights and everything, which is fantastic. And I'm pretty jealous of people that have brought an umbrella. We should have thought about that. But here we go, we've got the first display coming up shortly for you all to enjoy.
Will you please give a massive cheer? They worked really hard in the wet weather for Fuse Fireworks.
Woo! Here we go, it's our first main show of the night. Unfortunately, as you can tell, we're really not seeing much movement with the smoke, meaning that the display is barely visible, unfortunately. What a shame. This music is quite fitting. I've got to say it was a fantastic display. It's a shame that we couldn't get to see it great because of the smoke not clearing though.
I know, it is such a shame for everybody involved because they spent so much time, so much money, and the wind isn't playing ball today.
We need just some big like gusts of winds tonight, but I tell you what, it was a really nice display and what we got to see. But the music choice was great and full like pyro musical, which is beautiful to watch. And we've got the next company displaying shortly, and it's Rainbow Fireworks now.
Rainbow Fireworks. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one. I'm just hoping is the wind going to move it?
Yeah, literally just want some wind just to clear it. But here we go. It should be starting now.
Rainbow Fireworks.
Woo! Here we go. Beautiful. Wow.
Rainbow Fireworks everyone.
Oh, I tell you what, they were absolutely amazing, weren't they?
Oh, the finale in that one was incredible. The guy over doing the tannoy announcement said there was over 300 shells in that one, which is incredible.
Amazing, you can really feel that. I don't know how the sound picked up there on the camera, but you can just feel it in your heart there at the end.
That was a really good display, and to one of my favourite songs from The Greatest Showman.
Oh, I loved it. But yeah, that was beautiful. Obviously, the wind did clear some of the smoke a little bit in that one, more than the first display that we saw. But you know, that was amazing. Like, just both shows we've seen so far have been fantastic. I was just saying this to Charlotte. Normally, when you go to firework displays, you get a sad day at the end of the show. Here, it's like you got 4 to enjoy. You know,
She's great.
and it all builds up, of course, for the hosts of the event, Jubilee Fireworks, for their big finale. But yeah, looking forward to seeing this next. We're getting lots of facts and things along the way. So he's talking about now why everything doesn't set off in one go, because obviously there's all the displays so close.
What we do is we section the field, and it may not be obvious from where you're sitting, but the displays are set up in lines going across the field left to right. They are allocated a sort of like a 10-metre section of field, and then behind them is the next thing, and behind them again. So that prevents us having what we call flashovers, because in firework terms a flashover is not a good thing, because it means your firework has gone off prematurely and it's been ignited by a nearby firework. We don't want that. So
there you go. Interesting facts.
We separate the displays.
We've got the next show coming up shortly.
The fireworks. I'm the event director.
Here we go.
Which means it is time for Galaxy Fireworks. Give them an amazing welcome.
Woo!
This is a journey which along the way will bring to you new colour, new dimension, new value, and a new experience.
love for free right now. Give yourself to me.
Another awesome show, and we had a bit of a throwback to Epcot, Walt Disney World there with some Illuminations music.
That was brilliant. I was like, I recognise this music from somewhere.
What's so good though with all the shows is how different they are. You know, the different companies have all got the different styles, and yeah, how that was done to the music was absolutely amazing. I think all three shows so far have been brilliant, and so different to each other as well, haven't they?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you say, you see different firework companies, and all of them have got these different rockets and everything like that, and it's just a showcase of exactly what they can do, and they're all doing different things, which is great.
Yeah, and you can tell the difference between them as well. I know to some people you think, oh, fireworks are fireworks, but actually there is a lot of differences to the display. Sorry about the light in it. Obviously we've not got much light. We've just got a couple of floodlights shining back towards us. Charlotte's like,
I just look like a floating head at the moment.
Disappearing over there. But of course we've got one more display left, and this is from Jubilee, the host, and obviously this is the company as well that do the Alton Towers fireworks, and yeah, they're one of the biggest firework companies in the UK. So yeah, they're going to share a few facts in a moment, and then we'll have our final display.
The clients include Alton Towers
Wait.
and Jubilee. Jubilee has also a retail section.
Shout out to Alton Towers.
Firework sales. Companies global.
Sitting at the back.
Now, Jubilee Fireworks is standing by. Can we give them a massive welcome? It's Jubilee Fireworks!
Woo!
Getting louder now. Can you hear? Will you share this with me? 'Cause starting without using spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold for me. Never, never, never for me, for me. Never will for me, for me, for me.
Well, you just seen highlights there from the awesome display by Jubilee Fireworks, and we're back home now, drying our living room. With anything like that, as soon as the last firework goes up in the air, literally we went straight to the car because it gets so busy to exit an event like that, doesn't it?
We did so well. We was in the car and off the car park within minutes, which was brilliant.
Yeah, especially in the area by Catton Hall in Derbyshire. Loads of the roads are really small around there as well. But to be honest, the car park management's good.
It was.
But we thought it was wanting to get out there and get back, especially with all our clothes being soaked. But we're back here at home after a fantastic evening. Obviously, it wasn't the best weather for seeing fireworks tonight. In fact, it was some of the worst weather conditions I've ever watched fireworks in, which is such a shame, isn't it?
It really is, for everybody involved who have worked so hard on putting these displays, and then the wind just doesn't play ball. I feel so sorry for them.
We had the rain. To be honest, it wasn't really the rain that was the worst thing. Like, it's not great for filming in the rain with it going on the lens, and obviously it's not nice for sitting there in it either. But it was the wind that was the problem tonight. It wasn't blowing the smoke away. I feel like as the displays went on, it did get better, but there was still quite a lot of portions of the shows that we just couldn't see in their full beauty, especially on the left-hand side. It looked like the display was focused on the right, but that was just because everything on the left was just hidden away, wasn't it, as well?
It's such a shame. Like, we were seeing like the lights lighting up behind all the fog, but we couldn't actually see the fireworks. It just wasn't blowing. And
that's the thing, you just can't predict the weather, can you, for these things? They do it like at the end of summer, going into autumn now, hoping for some good weather for it. But yeah, sadly, it wasn't perfect this evening. But you know what? We still enjoyed it. 4 fantastic firework displays. They were all good in their own way. They're all so different. The Jubilee show there, of course, at the end was the host show. It was brilliant. It really was. But I felt like the finale wasn't quite as grand as I've seen in previous years at the Festival of Fireworks. I know you've not been to one before.
I know. I was expecting like some really big, loud fireworks.
Yeah.
We're not too sure because of the weather whether some of them didn't go off. We're not too sure. So
yeah.
I was a little bit disappointed by the finale. It was still a fantastic show, but I felt that there could have been a bit more in there.
Yeah, definitely. Like the Jubilee finale I've seen in the past at that event has been like, wow, breathtaking. It makes me think that they didn't set them all off probably because of the weather. They did say that, they can easily change it with technology now. Depending on the weather, they can fire things differently. They can cut out parts of the show. I think there was some cutback outs there at the end because of the weather, which is understandable. They ultimately wanted to just try and give everyone the best viewing experience, and they probably thought maybe let's not send as many up to try and just keep the air a bit clearer. So we can see it a bit better. But still, it's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. It's a good event. It's £30 per person we paid, so it's not cheap, but you are getting like an hour's worth of fireworks, which you break it down, like it's not too bad. You've seen like 1 hour. It's split up nicely as well. We're like into little 15-minute-ish shows. But no, I really enjoyed it. But there we go. Another action-packed vlog for you all to enjoy on the channel. Not the best firework weather, but we've got plenty more displays coming up soon. And Alton Towers fireworks will be coming up again soon as well.
Very soon.
In November on Theme Park Worldwide. But as always, thank you very much for watching and have your own adventures. Goodbye.